This time on Low Boost, we're going to install the air conditioning box in our Factory 5 Tub 65 Shelby Daytona Coupe. There's not a whole lot of YouTube videos that actually talk about the Factory 5 blower system. Trying to mount it up as easily as possible. I kind of cocked it just a hair towards me just because I want to be able to get the hose fittings through, which they will fit. They'll be tight. This will crimp in, it'll be a little tighter. Through here where there's the panel box. And then, but I also still want the drain to run that way. So that way it's perfectly, it's not causing any added stress there. It's not really rubbing. I don't love it, but I could always zip tie it. But that just being cocked that way will allow everything else to kind of go through, because this will have like an access panel here that goes there. And then we'll put the bulkhead here, right there, where the box is on the outside, to head to the rest of, I think that goes to the compressor. So that's how we're gonna leave it. I have it just clamped on for now for mock-up. And then I'm gonna drill my holes, mount it, and then we'll figure out the rest. Conventional wisdom would tell you, oh, mount it like this, mount it like that, there. Well, the instructions tell you otherwise. So they want you to back out this bit. And these, all three of these on the front are all Torx bits, so make sure you have a Torx set handy when you do it. And I want you to put that one in like so. And it says to put some silicone on the threads of the unused ones and tighten them down so there's no gaps of air. So I marked out my hole there. Fit it under this side. And then I'll clamp everything in as I get everything where I want it. It's a snug fit, and turning it sideways like this does change things up, and I gotta tighten it down, but that's how we want it. That is gonna be how we want it. And I'm gonna snug up that bolt once I find it and clamp it. Once I really get it where I want it. Okay, I got that one kind of mocked up where I want it to be. I just got that in there. Honestly, I might use a riv nut, and then I'll drill that one out. This one is a little tough. It's gonna be really tight there, but I can just drill through the metal if I want. And that one is not hooked up, and I don't see anywhere in the instructions, at least currently, where to mount it, but I might take these off and make a makeshift mount on that side. All right, the bottom one is in a tight space, and I'm gonna have to go through a little bit of the metal to get to where I want it. So I'll just do this. So 3 are in according to the specifications that they're asking for. However, down here, didn't quite get where I wanted it to be, but I put a self-tapper through there. The reason why I left a little bit more room is I wanted to leave enough space so I could get that drain hose on there. And on the other side, we just have enough space as well, but I just wanted to be able to fit that drain hose, and it will. And if you look right there, those hoses don't quite touch, which is exactly what we want. Okay, so for the 4th mounting point, there's one more there. Now, obviously, the other ones have you mounting it like that, but I think if I actually just mount it like this, it's gonna hit, but I could always cut that down or flap disc it down before we actually put the whole thing on. So I'm gonna do that.
If you're looking for a great way to support our channel, check out lowboostfilms.com. Not only does this support the channel, but you'll look great while you do it as well. We have a great selection of different types of apparel and merchandise that you guys can buy. I also have a selection of car parts and tools that we've reviewed on the channel that we know work well for sale on there as well at a good price, so make sure you check it out.
All right, so there that is, drilled and mounted. But like I said, there is a little bit of a lip there that lip is gonna hit, but if I just take a flap disc and shave this down, it'll fit just fine. So I just gotta put the last screw in there. They say to put silicone on all the ones you're not using, but now that ain't going nowhere. That's solid. Now that the box is mounted in there, nice and snug where I want it, I gotta put the bulkheads on here and on that side. So what I'm gonna do is, just so I know that everything is exactly where I want it, I'm gonna add some more clecos by drilling out where all the rivets are supposed to be for this. And then once I'm done with the rivets and everything's clecoed in, then I can start with the bulkhead and it should snug everything up pretty good. So let's do that. So I cut out the bulkhead and had to shift it up as much as I could because I just don't like the way that this lines up here. What I might end up doing is just taking a flat disc to this piece here, shaving it down so I can get it in. Once this is crimped, it will be smaller and make it easier, but I'm just gonna take this off for now because I just don't like the way it sits. But those lines go there. I have all of the clecos in, and I'm just kind of starting to mock up this here. And I just wanted to make sure not only this clears here, but down there for my drains as well. All right, hear me out. Listen. What? I don't have a hole saw, okay? I can't find it. I just drilled out a pilot hole, and I'm using a wood drill bit, a 1-inch, okay? It works. Trust me. Just not well, but it works. Wunderbar! Told you it would work. I told you it would work. I actually used a 1-inch, which is a little bigger than what they suggested. They suggested a 7/8, but when I did it on the other side, it was too small. I had to like hog it out. I initially was contemplating not doing one of these because just running it right through, because the more joints you have, the more opportunity you could have for a failure. But these look cool, and it'll make it a lot more serviceable if I ever have to. So a lot of this stuff I like to do, I want to do before I permanently put this on, because this will make things a lot easier doing it this way. I might have to do some adjustments, but what it calls for, measure your own heater hose line. They're like, I'm not going to do it all the way to there. I might do it to like here. That should give me more than enough space for each of them. So let's try that. Now, I'm not even going to cut these and permanently put them on. Main reason being is this whole panel's got to come out when I do the whole panel on it. So I'm talking to the camera. So when this all comes down to it, all this stuff is going to be removed again. But I might permanently put some stuff on. Okay, so now that we have this on, back here I don't have it on permanently. I want to get some O-ring lubricant before I actually fit them on, but they're mocked up. I got the hose clamps all ready to go. The only other thing I want to do is, I think I'm going to make this panel detachable like I did the other one over there. Main reason being, we don't want to have a situation where we have to access the top of this to get to the heater hoses and whatnot when this thing is fully done. So this will allow me at least access to the heater hoses from the top, and then this whole thing will come off. So I didn't bore you with all the rivets and riv nuts and all that crap, but I did make a detachable panel. This will get riveted permanently to this, and then this whole panel can come off. I think that's how I want to do it. I could riv nut this to it. It's kind of this panel would just come off to make it accessible to get underneath. I made this one detachable too, just in case. It'll be really hard to get to with the actual body on, but it could be detachable too if we really had to. But I'll probably use the thread logger on those. Got both bulkheads in. Next up, I'm gonna do the drainage down there, and we'll start sealing all this up. Start putting some hoses. I gotta hang the dryer in a position that doesn't hit the frame. All right, just starting to mock up my heater hoses. They're a little long, but once I push them in, they may shorten up. I can always just cut them a little bit too. I always like to leave a little bit longer. The top off the bulkhead goes to the left, and the bottom off the bulkhead goes to the right one, in that orientation. I also contemplated mounting this guy on the outside, but it just fit once everything was in there okay. So that looks good. Using up a lot of the hoses and mocking up my dryer. I might turn this a little bit so those lines line up better, and we'll take it from there. Now, it's not in the directions when you're looking at the Factory 5 kit, but the flow in comes from your condenser. Flow out goes towards the heater box. So in my car, it's actually this way, whereas it's going to be mounted like that. I'll have the trinary switch going here, and then to the right is coming from my condenser, and then this hose on this side goes to the heater box. So it's actually not like this, like this. The only thing I really have left to do to this car before I bring it back to my dad's shop so we can actually put the engine and transmission in is I really just got to bleed the brakes. That way it stops when we're trying to get it up on the trailer. It makes it a little easier to do. So I'm going to do that next. And then she's ready to go. We got an engine ready to put in, a whole bunch of episodes on those that are already up on how I built it. And then I have a TKO 5-speed that's going to go in it as well. So make sure to stay up to date on all of those uploads. If you can't wait until next week's episode, make sure to check out these videos that I already have ready to go.